See, I don't mind this because it's like new, but don't take away stuff from the old game. Oh my god. Layout is not the same at all as the original game. The only thing that looked similar was that place where Dario was. That was the only place that looked similar. Oh shit. Lockpick. Well, that's convenient, isn't it? It makes more sense in the original one though. Like, what is this? Like, in the old game, she found her lockpick on her desk. In her drawer. Like, that makes more sense. In the Star's office. Why would she just randomly find a lockpick in some case now? The key to the high voltage area has gone missing. In the interim, a lockpick will be provided to a senior employee on duty. We only have one lockpick and cannot afford to lose it, so please keep it in its carrying case at all times when you're not using it. And that shut me up, didn't it? Again, I don't mind remixing, but I wish the environments still looked somewhat like the old game, like that layout. I don't mind new stuff in the environments, but the layout should still suit.
All that leaves is the main power switch.
What's that? We dropped something. That was easy. That's way easier than the old game. Like, do you know what it took to drop him in the old game? I'm only at the very start of this game, but so far I prefer the Resident Evil 2 remake, and that wasn't even perfect. So at least it stayed a bit more true to the original. Like there was so much new stuff, you know, but it still stayed true. This one it almost feels like a new game. It doesn't feel like 3 at all. Doesn't it? Like, if you're gonna remake an old game, you gotta stay true to it, or just make a brand new game if you're gonna make something brand new, you know. So far, the only thing that resembles the old game is characters. Like, it's just have the same characters and the same storyline and the same sort of idea, but everything else has been reimagined completely. We're in the sewers now. What's the equivalent of this bit in the old one? I don't even know. It's just the bit where we're trying to get to the substation. We're trying to get to a train station, but we get trapped underneath and we've got to fight that disgusting... See, I don't mind that. That bit was literally, all you had to do was just hit the 2 switches and go back up. And fight that weird slug thing for a second. But I don't mind if they expand the sewers in this. That's the kind of thing I expect, you know. Like, they can hint at the original layout and then expand it. I like the music better when Nemesis is chasing in the old game. I wonder if you can put the old music on this. Can't stop playing this. I'm enjoying it. I'm a little disappointed that it's very different from the original Resident Evil 3, but as a game in itself, it's fun to play, I guess. I say that, but I haven't seen it. I guess this is what that girl was talking about. What's her name? Sphere Hunter. I was watching the Sphere Hunter's review of this game, and she was like, some parts are really cinematic and don't feel like you're doing much. Like, it just feels like it has to happen that way, and this feels like that one of the moments. This game feels very different from Resident Evil 3, the original. So if you haven't played it, it wouldn't bother you the changes they've made here. There's no blue herbs in this game. If those brain suckers, they could have used that opportunity for blue herbs. I know, right? It seems like he's got infinite... He always had like 6 or 8 rockets in the original Resident Evil and he runs out. But then the original Resident Evil wasn't filled with these scripted moments. I don't know how much I like these scripted moments, man. There's too many of them. So Jill doesn't even get to see Brad die. That's so lame. Weird. In Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2 Remake, you could do comparison videos. This one you can't. Maybe when you get to police station, but you can't do comparison videos because literally the layout, everything is all completely different. Jill doesn't even get to go back to the police station. Maybe she will later, I don't know. But then what's the point? All the stuff that happens is done. Brad, we didn't even get to see him get killed. I get it, because Leon has to open it That's clever. I like that. I like the continuity. Which hair do you like better?
Why can't you change the hair?
It seems so random if you don't know. Because this is the remake, right? In the original game, that's what his hair was like.
Okay.
And then in the remake, his hair is like this now for the remake.
Oh, okay. That's my point. You look weird.
Jill changes her costume.
Oh, so you can go back to the classic.
Yeah, it can be classic Jill or
What
the
do you
new
like?
one.
No, what best?
You know,
The voice that she has now suits default, right?
yeah, I like her new costume actually. Even though I kept moaning that, why can't she just be like the classic one? Because I never even liked that Jill wore a skirt in the original one originally.
Yeah, it's
But
good.
like, it's like not even for the reasons people say. People's reasons are like they don't like Jill wearing the skirt because it's not practical for a zombie apocalypse or whatever. But if that was what she was wearing at the time, she got us. She just have to deal with it. If that's what she was wearing at the time, she escaped. I just didn't like the design.
She's gonna go home and like, oh,
maybe I'll go get changed. Like, she ain't got time for that. She got to survive. Because, like, especially the way this game starts, it shows you her house. And it starts off, you're in her house, yeah? And then Nemesis just comes out of nowhere and attacks her.
Oh, sure.
So, like, and so maybe if she's wearing her skirt, she's chilling out in her house trying to do some work or whatever she's doing. And then Nemesis just comes in and gets her. Do you know what I mean?
What would you do if you were, like, in boxes? And
boxes?
Do you think you'd get changed?
If Nemesis came in my room and I was in my boxes, I'll just run out of the house. I ain't got time to grab stuff. And the big giant Nemesis, like, can you imagine?
You would probably go to a store there and pick up
Yeah. I wouldn't mind if Jill did that, like, you know. But in terms of the design, like, the things that it looks a bit like, just, I don't know, not cool. It's just not cool design. It's more for sex appeal, I think.
Yeah.
But like, it looks pretty. But like back then, the graphics were so bad. You don't even need to look sexy. You couldn't see anything anyway. So you might as well just give us some cool clothes. Yeah, I like the characters' designs. I like everything, but the locations. I even like Raccoon City being way expanded. That's what I expected. But there's no parts that are recognizable though. That's the only thing. Everything looks all different.
Why would you do that?
Don't know.
New game.
The storyline is more or less the same. Like, for example, look how much they've changed it. I shouldn't even be here as Carlos right now. On the original one, Jill goes to the police station, not Carlos.
Why is he here?
I don't know why they put Carlos here. I guess to give Carlos more to do, and I expected that too, but I thought they'd just give him a new mission or something. Not part of the police station. Like, it feels weird with Jill not being in the police station. Because she's supposed to see this guy called Brad die, right? And it's Carlos. Yeah, that was in the beginning of Resident Evil 3, the original one. And instead, Carlos sees him just already as a zombie. Basically, it means that no one sees Brad die. So no one sees Brad die, you know? Like, Carlos just shoots him with, it feels like a movie version. Even if they made this, even if this was a movie, people would probably still be pissed that Jill's not in a police station. But I'll be interested to see what people think of this one, because it's quite different from number 2 in terms of how they've changed things. They changed a lot, it seems like.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Do you like it or not?
Nah, man. What I think, I get it. It's a remake or even a reimagining, and they're supposed to change things. I get that, but what they should have done is like they add new stuff to it, you know.
Yeah.
But keep the old layout and stuff, and add new locations and things like that.
You like to feel nostalgic.
Yeah, you want to feel nostalgic. That's the whole point. Like, the only thing nostalgic is the police station. The police station looks similar. That's why I thought right now I thought Resident Evil 2 remake was better, because it was more nostalgic. The police station still, and the underground, it's different but still looks quite similar.
Yeah.
You know, it's like modernized. Whereas this looks like it's almost like a completely different game, you know. The only thing that's the same is the characters, kind of. But it's still good. It's a good game. It just doesn't feel nostalgic. I really like Carlos, man. Like, he's so smooth in this game, so slick. He looks cool. He sounds cool. His dialogue is cool. Like, man, it's a shame we never see him again in any future games. It's mad, really, because he wasn't as cool in the original. They just cooled him the hell up. Jill, I don't like in this one as much. I think I prefer the original Jill, but I prefer this Carlos.
Come the power.
See what I mean? Like, come to Papa. I don't know. It's just smooth. The things he says to Jill as well.
One at a time, take a number.
One at a time, take a number. I just love his voice and his dialogue and his jokes. Oh shit! Carlos is sick, fam. There we go, the stars room. Man, see, why is the police station so accurate to the old police station, yet the whole of Raccoon City is nothing like the old Raccoon City? Look, everything's accurate. Like, this is what I mean by redesign. Like, they just change bits. I just don't like how they've changed everything. What's the point of making this police station accurate and everything else not accurate? It's weird. See, why is this accurate to the old game? This is what I mean. This is cool. Like, they've changed some bits and bobs here around, but it's still accurate, man. But nothing else is accurate apart from that place where Dario was. You couldn't go up the stairs to save, which is cool, but at least there were stairs. I love the way she reloads and that's sick. This game does feel sick though, it feels nice. It's just a shame it's not very true to the original, but it feels like a good game. Oh, that's the clock tower there. That's cool. This looks a bit more faithful. See, look, like, obviously the clock tower thing wasn't this big, but at least there's a clock tower. That's cool. Oh shit! Has it gone bigger? Oh shit! What? See, these little moments, man. I don't know how I feel about this. These little cinematic moments we just hold forward and I'd rather just run myself in gameplay. Oh my god. Oh, we're fighting him already? Normally what happens is you go in a clock tower, you do the clock tower and then you fight Nemesis. But it's not this, it's not like alien mode or this mode. This mode is almost like his final mode. Oh shit! It's a fun game. Different, new, reimagined, but fun game. But I just don't like the cinematic things a bit much. I should have toned down on the cinematics, man. It's a lot. So, they couldn't go through the door. I like little details like that, right? I like Carlos at the RPD, but Jill should have gone to the RPD as well, just to keep it like how she did, and Nemesis should chase her out of it. It would have been cool. Wow, that was simple. You have to make the vaccine in the old game. No, that was a good time for a puzzle. Yeah, this is cool. See, they should have the same location, same layouts, remix stuff like this. Like, this never happened, but it's cool. It's weird that the body's disappearing now. Why are you in the middle of a dodge and then they just cutscene you? Like, it's so dumb. Just put you in a cutscene. Great environments, great graphics, great gameplay. Bad game design in terms of puzzles and stuff. Jill's face, it's not too bad. Wish it was Julia Buff though. Okay, so no Barry in this one then. Yeah, I don't like this universe's version of a Resident Evil 3 remake. I know there's a parallel universe out there where Resident Evil 3 remake was sick, legit, and true to how it should be.
You alright?
Disappointing. Not as good as Resident Evil 2 remake, and not as good as the original Resident Evil 3. It's just, I mean, it looked beautiful. It played beautifully. Didn't like the canned animation for certain attacks from zombies and bosses, but that's minor. That I would have been happy with that if the rest of the game was like what I thought it was going to be, like puzzles, true to the original. I don't mind changes, reimagined. That's the whole point of a remake. Like Resident Evil 2 had it perfect. Like the police station was recognizable. The police station was how it should be, but at the same time, it was modernized, looked more sick. I don't know. It's the same. It was same but different. This was just all different. What they should have done was Raccoon City should have been how it was in the original, with new areas that you can go to and explore all of Raccoon City, but still go to those same areas that were from the original one. You should have the freedom to go back and forth like you did in the original, where you could go back and see Dario. This one is just some crazy on rails cutscene action set piece that you can't go back to. There's too many silly moments where Jill should have been dead in the cutscenes. I mean, obviously gameplay is different where you get shot by a rocket launcher and you're fine, but there's moments where Jill could have been killed in cutscenes. She should be dead. There's no way she could hack all that. It's just ridiculous. It's like it went to Resident Evil 6 like, Resident Evil 4 like, too much action. Like, it just didn't seem right, you know. I was watching it too much more than I was playing it. I didn't feel like I had to be clever. I didn't feel like I had to plan my routes out or anything. There were a couple of moments where I felt like I had to do that, like with the Hunter Gammas in the sewers. I had to figure out the ammo I had to use and everything. I had to figure out how to kill them. But apart from that, it just felt like I was just running through. Felt like I was playing Uncharted sometimes, and that's Uncharted is fine for Uncharted, but the same Uncharted is Resident Evil 3. I just wish it was more true to the original, man. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. Not worth the 50 quid I spent on it. Did I unlock anything? The shop has been unlocked. You can now purchase items from the shop with successful view of the main menu. You have also unlocked Resident Evil 3 mode, where the game is more true to Resident Evil 3. That would be cool. Concept Carlos Oliveira. Nemesis. Some cool art, man. I can see. You didn't even see many people there. Jill's apartment. I like Jill's apartment. I'm not me. What? Jack's bar. Look, it looks just like the flipping old game. Why did they make it look like that? This is probably when they were gonna flipping make it look like the old game, and they just changed everything. Ugh. Donuts. Gas. Oh yeah, the gas station. Didn't do the gas station bit either, where it blows up. And the bit where Jill's probably supposed to jump out. What was she shopping in the original one? Hospital. Lab. No, it's be interesting if Jill had a skirt and these concept arts. See what they're thinking of. Alright then guys, that's my video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, just a like. Please follow me on YouTube and Twitch, and I'll see you guys again. Peace. Until next time.